What's up, guys? Welcome to Restar's Life. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for joining me today. A special guest, Ty Blunt.
Hi,
He's the CEO and founder of Hammock. And today we want to talk about the only way to do eBay. We're going to give you guys the cheat code for really taking your eBay business to the next level. We probably shouldn't even be telling you this stuff, but it's pretty straightforward. The cheat code is you want to hire someone to help you do a certain task for just 90 days and then basically steal the way that they do it and then just put it into your own system. Mm-hmm. So R&D, don't think of it as research and development. Think of it as rip off and duplicate. Find the best person you can at something, copy how they do it, and then you know how to do it. So let's talk about photography.
Yep. So first off, the first step is actually photography. You can hire a wedding photographer or some other professional photographer, copy exactly what they do, make sure they know how you do it, and then they're going to do how you do their setups, their lays, whatever kind of items you have, just copy exactly what they do, and then now you have that in your arsenal.
Yeah, and preferably, this is best if you're just getting started or you're new or you want to take your business to the next level. Anyone can afford someone for one day.
Yep.
A professional photographer, if on a Wednesday, they're not doing a wedding, they're not doing anything, they would work for $50 to $100. You might just say, come take 5 pictures of clothing for me and show me your stuff. Show me how good you are. Then just copy it. It's very straightforward. Second is going to be, we're going to be talking about professional lister. So a professional lister is different. This is a person that takes photographs that you've already taken and then lists it on eBay. What you could do is you could hire a service to do it. You could go to hammock.com, sign up for a consultation on here's the photos. Let me watch you guys list it. Or you can go on Instagram or go on the YouTube or post locally. Does anybody have a really good knowledge of SEO or keywords or can help me build an awesome listing? Let's go have coffee. Watch them do it. Write down all the different steps on a little clipboard like I do. And then you know how to do it.
100%.
Amazing thing about this business is that it's not rocket science. Anyone can do it, but few people can do it very well. So the best thing we can recommend is find the people that are really, really good at it and ask them how they do it. And the best would be honestly to pay them. One more example is, I was trying to learn how to use Raise or gift cards or how those, people who do online arbitrage. I didn't know how to do that. So I went into a Facebook group and I said, is there anyone local? Someone raised his hand. I messaged him like, hey, can I take you out to lunch? You'll go show me. In one day, he showed me how to use all those coupons. It was totally worth it. Super nice guy. Sometimes you can even get this help for free. So just reach out and do it. Next would be shipping. Shipping is a little bit funky because you may want to go to the Amazon warehouse. I think that they have free tours. Get an idea. Go find your local manufacturing shop. Drive around the warehouse area and ask, can you guys show me how you store your inventory? What does it look like? Walk around, copy their system, go home, knock it out. I can't tell you guys how many people have copied just this basic bin system that I have in my store where
I copied it.
Ty copied it. Bin with a number on it. Very straightforward. Again, just copy from it. Next is going to be a maid. Okay, this is like a controversial topic, but a lot of people say like, if I make $5,000 a month, I'm going to hire a maid to come once every 2 weeks. Here's the thing though. Maybe you've never had a maid before. Just hire one. Hire one for one Saturday. Watch how they do it. Now you can add that into your repertoire. Maybe even ask, what makes it easier to avoid this kind of a mess or this kind of a buildup or this kind of a carpet thing? I think a lot of people get stuck in this thinking that they have to do everything themselves, which you can, but it's nice to learn from the pros.
Each one of these, you're going to get a tip or trick that could be valuable. Even one trick, let's say you go to Amazon like Chris was saying, if you get one thing that helps you speed up your shipping time, it's well worth that hour or two you saved.
Next would be a cook. And before we get into this, it's interesting to think about a family that I worked with that every $1,000 more in profit that they made, their goal was to spend more time with their family. That was the ultimate goal. Chris, the ultimate goal is to spend 100% of our time with our family. So we're going to do, at this level, we're going to do a maid. At this level, we're going to do a cook. At this level, we're going to do a gardener. And their highest level was actually laundry, since they considered that a luxury. They have a washer and dryer already. And hiring someone to do laundry by the pound is expensive, but it gave the wife and the family back the time for laundry. Actually, I'm not sure who in the family did the laundry. Maybe it was the husband. But they got that time back by outsourcing it at a certain point. So it's nice to look at what would happen. If you were to hire a cook for one day, I guarantee you they would help you around your kitchen.
Even make your food taste a little better too.
And make your food taste a little better. And that's something that's really interesting about what I learned about home chefs. Even home chefs that work in commercial kitchens, when they're at home, they don't have everything within reach, because when you're working in a assembly line like Chipotle, you need all the things right in front of you. But that's kind of a sterile, weird way to live in your house. You look at home cooks that cook all the time, their kitchens are actually just clean. They have things put away. They bring it out to make one meal lovingly and they put it back, and having a clean workspace at home really helps you cook. But you would really learn that if you had somebody come to your kitchen and prepare meals for your family once for a week. Copy everything they do. Next would be a trainer. This is huge.
Yeah. So trainers are the biggest one for me personally, because I like going to the gym. And they'll teach you these little things, these little nuances, or even just random techniques to use. Let's say you're trying to get bigger biceps, or you want to lose weight, right? They're going to give you these techniques and then actually a guide for you to follow. You can just follow those guides and then say, see you later, trainer. Save the money on that.
That's right. And again, don't be afraid to just hire someone for one session.
Yep.
That's really the key. No one has an issue with that. And then you don't have to worry about, I need to hire someone full time. I need to have all this work. Put so much pressure on yourself, when really you can figure out most of it yourself if you just get someone for a day.
Yep.
Next would be childcare. So this is kind of a funky topic. I got an email from a lady who said, Chris, I want to be a part-time mom and a full-time entrepreneur. Now that sounds really funky, but what she meant by it was, some people organize their lives where they spend 50 hours of work and maybe 20 hours with their family. She wanted the opposite. She actually wanted to do the best she can with her family and kids for 20 hours a week, and the rest of the time working on her company. And what that equates to, from my point of view, is just childcare. So some people think childcare is the devil. Some people love it, but it's something that you could explore for a week if you wanted to try. You don't have to put your kid in childcare forever. You could just do it for 1 week and see what is it like having 40 hours of childcare time. What could you actually do during that time? And you might decide, you know what, not for me, but your kid's going to give you some feedback on what the childcare was like. Maybe you can change your parenting.
100%. On this as well, like every time you do these different tasks, you taste different things, right? So you're going to see what works best for you, what you like best, what you don't like, right? So you can just taste each one, take the things you like to do, and then get rid of the things you don't want to do, right? Or outsource those, or get a service to do those.
And the last thing that Ty and I both hate, which is accounting and bookkeeping.
Yeah, all the time.
This is something that, pretty much the first thing you want to do when you start getting some extra money in your business is outsource this part. So you might reach out to an accountant, or you might, again, try Ty's service and say, okay, here's the bookkeeping. We got an item in for $5. We sold it for $100. It sells on eBay. How do we reconcile? And the VA might say,
Yeah, the VA will give you exactly how much you paid for that item. Obviously, you would put it in, how much it's sold for, the costs associated, shipping costs, eBay costs, PayPal costs, and then they're going to give you an outcome, right? The biggest thing with eBay, that's what the difference is kind of between eBay and Amazon, in my opinion, is it's so hard to see what you're actually making, right? Unless you have somebody doing the bookkeeping on the back end, you don't know what you're making. So I know for me, for 2 years when I was running an eBay store, like we sold 6 figures, but we didn't actually know how much we netted until the end of the year when we had to do our taxes and how to get that bookkeeper and accountant. But if I wish I knew that each month, you could then strategize and go from there.
I'm actually hoping for a daily report.
Yep.
When we get this set up, Ty's company is going to enter in the input as it comes in. So what that means on my end is the last photograph is going to have the cost of goods sold on it.
Yep.
The virtual assistant will know that. They'll plug it in. On the back end, I get to tell the VA every single information I want. What day did it sell? What day did they pay? What day was it actually shipped? We can even enter in there the tracking to turn green when it's been delivered. You can adjust your spreadsheet to do anything you want. But again, this is people's least favorite part, but I want people to think, again, you can just do it one time. If you work with the VA on figuring out your bookkeeping process or anything, and then you decide, you know what, I'm going to do it myself, at least now you have an idea of how to do it. Yep. So, Ty, why don't we let people know where they could reach out to you or what website in case they want to contact you?
Definitely, hammock.com, HAMMOQ.com, or it should be linked below as well.
Awesome. I'll link it in the description below. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm going to give you guys one more tip that's related to that, which is I gave out my email, which is chris@dailyrefinement.com. And the reason why I gave it out is because I looked at this email theory by a gentleman named Derek Sivers. He has shortcuts for different emails that come in for his business. When he was handling CD Baby, his company, some days he was receiving 7,000 emails.
That's a lot of emails.
Okay, that's a lot. And he was saying that he got it down to an average of 10 seconds per email because he had all these shortcuts and things set up. And he basically created a system of answering emails, which I just copied. I watched it, and for me, as an example, my most common response to people is thank you. So that's F1 because it's so common. I open an email, someone's like, thanks for this, boom, thank you, done. That email it takes 2 seconds. So it's important to think about getting different systems and don't be afraid to pay for them to save you time. That's all we have in this world. So appreciate you guys. Until next time, make progress daily. Take care.
Gotcha.